to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you are new, what's up? My name is TheShai. Welcome. So today's video is going to be another collection video, and this time we're going to be going through my blush collection. I love blush. I feel like blush was one of the later discoveries in my makeup journey. I feel like it was one of the last steps of makeup that I really got into, and now I love it. I feel like this year, and maybe a little bit of last year, blush has been a very big thing, a very big trend in terms of makeup. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys my collection. I don't have that many, but I have a few gems. So yeah, I'm going to swatch them. I'm going to let you guys know what my favorites are, and just a general little review. If you guys are looking for some beautiful blushes to start your collection, or you just want some more, yeah, we're gonna get into the collection. So let's go. So the first blush I'm going to show you guys are no stranger to this channel if you're not new here. These are my NYX Sweet Cheek Soft Cheek Tint blushes. I absolutely love these. Now these were kind of a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting to love them. They kind of came out late in the UK. They're already done release months ago in the US. But I seen them and I thought, you know what, let me try them out. They might be cute. And to my surprise, I ended up actually loving them. Specifically this one. This one is called Almost Famous. It's a very fiery orange red, very bright, but absolutely love this. Is one of my favorite blushes of all time. It's more so the color than anything. If you're not used to, or you don't like very punchy vibrant blushes, it may not be for you, but I would say just try it out because I absolutely love it and it looks amazing. I think it definitely complements darker skin tones really well. And then the other shade I have is Bombshell. This one's more of a deeper neutral, rosy mauve shade. I thought it was going to be more of a brown, on the brown side, but it was more pink than anything. I think this still looks nice. I'm just biased. I just love this one, but this one still looks nice. I feel like I do need to get a bit more wear out of it and give it a fair shot, but I like this one, so I'm playing favorites. They do have an array of shades, but I feel like these two are the best for around my skin tone. The formula is really nice, very smooth, easy to blend. I like to blend these with a beauty sponge and blend it into my skin. It does have a nice applicator, which I love. You don't have to squeeze it out. You can kind of just take this out, pop it on your cheeks, and you're good to go. Next, we're going to talk about some e.l.f. blushes. I have two of these actually. These are the e.l.f. Putty blushes. I have two shades. It's very hard to see what names these are, but I kind of remember. I feel like this one here is called Maldives. This a really classic beautiful red. It's a plummy red. This definitely gives fall vibes, and we're going into fall now, so we're excited about that. And then this one is called Fiji, I believe. It's much more of a rosy punchy pink, more vibrant. They are £5, super affordable. The formula of these though, because it's a putty blush, it's kind of balmy texture. It's very smooth and a balmy texture, very sheer, but you can build it up as you go. Definitely has a bit of a glow to it too, so if you like that more dewy fresh look, these are beautiful. I would definitely say they're definitely vacay holiday ready, because when you're on holiday you just want to quickly put on a little flush of color on your skin. These will be beautiful because you can use them with your hands as well. I personally don't set it when I use it because I just feel like I don't really need to. I like the little bit of fresh vibe it gives me, but it's definitely more balmy than anything. So I feel like this is more of a texture thing, and it's just up to your preference if you like that. So next, let's jump into Revolution. I actually only have one blush from Revolution, and it's from XXrevolution, and I love the packaging of this. Can we talk about the packaging? Because she is cute. It's it kind of gives me a modern type futuristic vibe with the packaging. The casing is a really nice pink shade, and it just opens up. This is in the shade Jaded, and these I believe retail for £7. Has a really nice mirror, and then this is the shade. If I was to ever really pick a perfect blush shade in my collection, this would be it. Beautiful fiery orange shade. It is deep enough to where it kind of can resemble red, but it's not red. It's definitely giving orange, and I love her. She's one of my favorites in my collection, period. So this is super pigmented. One thing I will say about XXrevolution, their blush collection, the shade range. Listen, I'm a dark skinned woman, so when it comes to blush, I need some depth, okay? It's good to have cute colors and all, but we need some depth because we need her to show up and show out, okay? They have some really beautiful deep pinks. They have a really beautiful blush called Crank that I really want also. They have some deep purples, they have some beautiful oranges. If you're lighter skin tones, they have some beautiful peach shades. Like, they have a shade for everybody. So I would completely recommend, if you're looking for a blush more affordable and you're looking for a powder blush, XXrevolution have some cute ones. It's a little bit powdery, especially if you want to build it up, but it's nothing set and spray can't fix. So yeah, really love this shade, like Jaded. Next up, we have a blush palette, and we're literally reaching back into the archives on this one because this was my first like actual blush palette, and this is the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette. This palette is one of my favorites, still to this day one of my favorites. I definitely recommend it for beginners, people are just getting into blush and you want to have like an array of shades. This is really good. They have 2 volumes. I believe they have volume 2, which is more for lighter skin tones. It has more like lighter pinks and peaches. This one is more for deeper skin tones, and these are the shades. How gorgeous are these? How beautiful. So you have a really beautiful hot pink, a bright orange. You have this shade, which I honestly thought was going to be a contour. I thought I was getting like bronzer contour with a blush palette. I thought I was really getting a deal. No, this is more purple tone blush. That beautiful shade here called Neo in the middle on the highlight side, which almost gives like a, to me it kind of reminds me of Milk Umami a little bit, just a little bit more red. Then we had 2 glow shades. I have one still left, and then this one cracked and popped out the pan. Sad, but this is also a great palette if you want to customize your blush. So let's say you like the orange shade called Toby, but you feel like it's a little bit too bright, you could mix it with like Neo. And then you also have glow products, so you can actually have a highlight and a blush in one palette. So I really would recommend this. Only sad thing is that I don't think Juvia's have a UK retailer anymore. Hopefully they're gonna, I guess, maybe do a UK website at some point, or EU website. But hopefully they do, because Juvia's have some really great products. Let's move on to Made by Mitchell. You guys know I did a try on of these beautiful blushes that he has. Well, he calls them blush. So these are the blush, and this is the original like 6 collection. So I have mango daiquiri. I have all the shades, okay? I'm just gonna take as my favorite. The only one I feel like consistently works for me is Where's the SPF, which is a beautiful red shade. It has kind of like an orangey undertone because it's very like, I would say it's like a fiery red shade. Fiery red and very punchy red. So pigmented. The formula in this is incredible. That's one thing I can say. You have to work kind of quick with this because I feel like it dries pretty fast in my opinion. If you do leave it on your skin for a bit too long, it will be kind of hard to blend out. And when you're working with a liquid blush on top of your base, you don't want it to dry down, because when it dries down, if you try to blend it too harshly, you could end up like literally moving or wiping away like concealer or bronzer you may have put down, then which is going to mess up your whole face. So I find that you have to work pretty quickly with this formula, but when you work with it, it is incredible. The pigment, everything, color payoff, everything is amazing. It also has one of the applicators similar to NYX, but much more like of like a kind of like dipped. It's kind of dipped at an angle, which makes it perfect to apply to your face. The other 5 that, oh gosh, the other 5 that I have are like some pinks. This orange is really nice. It's like a highlight shade. And then I have like some of the like nudie pinky peachy shades. I do want to see how they work like on other areas of the face. Like I could probably use it as like liquid lipstick, or I could kind of use it as like eyeshadow base. The packaging is super sick. I love the neon and the branding is amazing. These other shades that I used of the blushes, they're not bad. They're just, they show up and they blend, but they just doesn't show up enough for me to feel like I'm wearing blush. It kind of just feels like it's blending into my skin. When it comes to blush, I need to see it. I need it to be visible. Otherwise, what's the point? What is the point? Okay, so now on to the last 2. So let's start with Fenty. I've got the Fenty cream blush. When is Fenty gonna come out of powder blushes? I would like to know. Questions that need answering. So this came out in the Cheeks Out collection last year. I got the shade Daiquiri Dip, just a literally like a red shade. I was obsessed with this. I wasn't expecting to, because this is kind of pricey, guys. This is £19 for this little piece of, literally can't even cover my whole eye, but I bought it because I did want to try out the new collection. Very happy with the shade I chose. They did come out of like an array of shades, but I feel like this was the best one. that I was going to get, because it was going to show up on me, give me a beautiful finish, and also I was going to get my money's worth out of it because of the shade itself. It definitely gives sheer. You can definitely build it up to the intensity that you would like. I love the finish of it. It definitely gives like a skin-like finish, gives your skin a nice glow. With this, I find that I don't even need to put highlighter on because my skin just looks fresh and youthful, and I've got like her inner glow. Kind of like how I explained the elf blushes, but I feel like this one is just a steps above because it's not so balmy. It's definitely giving more cream and you get more pigment and more payoff with this, whereas the elf, I feel like it's way more sheer than this one is. So the last blush we're going to talk about is my most recent addition to my collection, and it is the mcgrath Divine blush, and I got the shade Paradise Venus. This blush is amazing, super pretty, like terracotta orange with like a more like brownie undertone, like an earthy tone. This blush literally applies like a dream. So smooth, so soft, very buildable. You can get a very sheer natural wash of color, and then you can build it up to be really intense. I love this color on me, and I definitely went for this one because I felt like I could get more wear out of it. I believe this is about £25-ish for this blush, so I definitely wanted to get one that I knew I could get a lot of wear out of, just in case. I didn't love the formula, but I ended up loving the formula. It almost gives your skin like a satin finish, and it almost gives you a bit of a glow, but it's just super soft. And like with a powder, I expected it to look a little bit matte. Like I said, with some of the like other blushes, like the Juvias blush and the Revolution blush that I have that are powders, sometimes when I build them up, I find them to be a bit powdery, but again, nothing setting spray can't fix. But with this, it can give satin. I definitely want to try the Electric Bloom shade, just because that was a bit more punchy. Definitely worth my money. I did not have any regrets purchase with this, and the packaging sleek, and you know, she's giving quality, she's giving luxury, she's giving this is expensive. Okay, so yeah. So if I was to choose a top 3, I would say I love mcgrath. So I have to put mcgrath as number 1. I love the color as well. I just feel like I wish it was a little bit more vibrant, and then I think it would be a solid number 1. Has to be my NYX. It's just a shade for me. It's the shade for me, and I find that I've been loving liquid blushes more than powder blushes. I've been reaching for them a little bit more. I just love the shade. Like, the shade is doing it for me. So this will have to be number 2, mostly because of the shade, you know. And then I would say number 3 would have to be my Jaded blush by XXrevolution. The color is insane. It's just very pigmented, buildable, and it works every single time. Yeah, I guess that is all my blushes. I don't have that many. I feel like I want more. So if you guys have any blushes, or you know any blushes that are really good that I haven't tried or not in my collection, let me know, because I'm open to trying some more. But yeah, I guess that wraps up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a nice thumbs up on the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe on your way out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one.